Hi everybody, I just want to talk about some strange things that I've been hearing this Christmas season. Um, I really think it's kind of sad that everybody forgets exactly what Christmas is for, and then people have to bring other things into it. I wanted to read you guys an email that I got from my grandpa earlier this week. So says, apparently the White House referred to Christmas trees as holiday trees for the first time this year, which prompted CBS presenter Ben Stein to present this piece, which I would like to share with you. I think it applies just as much to many countries as it does to America. The following was written by Ben Stein and recited by him on CBS Sunday morning commentary. My confession. I am a Jew, and every single one of my ancestors was Jewish, and it does not bother me even a little bit when people call those beautiful, lit-up, bejeweled trees Christmas trees. I don't feel threatened. I don't feel discriminated against. That's what they are, Christmas trees. It doesn't bother me a bit when people say Merry Christmas to me. I don't think they are slighting me or getting ready to put me in a ghetto. In fact, I kind of like it. It shows that we are all brothers and sisters, celebrating this happy time of year. It doesn't bother me at all that there is a manger scene on display at a key intersection near my beach house in Malibu. If people want a crutch, it's just as fine with me as is the menorah a few hundred yards away. I don't like getting pushed around for being a Jew, and I don't think Christians like getting pushed around for being Christians. I think people who believe in God are sick and tired of being pushed around, period. I have no idea where the concept came from that America is explicitly atheist country. I can't find it in the Constitution, and I don't like it being shoved down my throat. Or maybe I can put it another way. Where did the idea come from that we should worship celebrities and we aren't allowed to worship God? I guess that's a sign that I'm getting old too. But there are a lot of us who are wondering where these celebrities came from and where the America we knew went to. In light of the many jokes we send to one another for a laugh, this is a little different. This is not intended to be a joke. It's not funny. It's intended to get you thinking. Billy Graham's daughter was interviewed on The Early Show, and Jane Clayson asked her, how could God let something like this happen regarding to Hurricane Katrina? Anne Graham gave an extremely profound and insightful response. She said, I believe God is deeply saddened by this, just as we are. But for years we've been telling God to get out of our schools, to get out of our government, and to get out of our lives. And being the gentleman he is, I believe he has calmly backed out. How can we expect God to give us his blessing and his protection if we demand that he leave us alone? In light of recent events, terrorist attack, school shootings, etc., I think it started with Madeline Murray O'Hare. She was murdered. Her body found a few years ago. Complained she didn't want prayer in our schools, and we said okay. Then someone said, you better not read the Bible in school. The Bible says, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, and love your neighbor as yourself. And we said okay. Then Dr. Benjamin Spock said we shouldn't spank our children when they misbehave, because their little personalities would be warped, and we might damage their self-esteem. Spock's son committed suicide. We said an expert should know what he's talking about, and we said okay. Now we're asking ourselves why our children have no conscience, why they don't know right from wrong, and why it doesn't bother them to kill strangers, their classmates, and themselves. Probably, if we think about it long and hard enough, we can figure it out. I think it has a great deal to do with we reap what we sow. Funny how simple it is for people to trash God and then wonder why the world's going to hell. Funny how we believe that what the newspapers say, but question what the Bible says. Funny how you can send jokes through email and they spread like wildfire. But when you start sending messages regarding the Lord, people think twice about sharing. Funny how lewd, crude, vulgar, and obscene articles pass freely through cyberspace, but public discussion with God is suppressed in the school and workplace. Are you laughing yet? Funny how when you forward this, you will not send it to many on your address list because you're not sure what they believe or what they will think of you for sending it. Funny how we can be more worried about other people think of us than what God thinks of us. You know, reading that, and I hope you guys understand why I'm putting this on here. I don't understand it. How people can force their beliefs on other people, but they don't believe it. How people can say that we shouldn't be able to pray in school. Christians aren't allowed to pray in school. And Christians aren't allowed to do certain things because then we're putting down the Jews and the Muslims and everything else. I mean, look at just look at all the stuff going on. Just like with the football player that prays before every game. We look at him and pick on him for praying into something that he believes. But yet, we also allow Muslims to pray 5 times a day, no matter where they are, no matter what they're doing. And we say nothing. But we look at someone who prays before his football game, and we laugh. How is that even remotely sane? I mean, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't allow Muslims to pray, because that's their religion. That's exactly what they believe in. But I just don't get it. I looked up Christianity on Urban Dictionary, and it says, and it really hurts me to read everything that it says in here, but I can't believe it. I mean, the 6th definition says, the most followed piece of fiction ever written, a fairy tale to explain to people what man can't explain and provide them with comfort by shielding them from the truth. Or, you know, what has killed the American society and all this other stuff. And even Christmas is shot down on Urban Dictionary. A time of increased consumer spending, the celebration of the birth of commercialism, oh yeah, and Jesus. I mean, where is this country fallen to that we're not even allowed to say Merry Christmas to each other? It's, or have it up in the store windows. This country is all about the freedom of speech and about how we are free to be whatever, but how are you free if you put down everything that somebody does? We have people committing suicide because someone else puts them down for what they are. I mean, I just don't understand how this world can stoop so low to be like this. I mean, you, just like on YouTube, you can go around and you see lots of videos about people accepting people for who they are. It Gets Better videos. Every single one of those is about how you should be yourself, how you should embrace who you are, and all you see is people bashing them in the comments or claiming that God doesn't love them. I want and I really do want somebody to do this. I want someone to tell me exactly where in this Bible that it says that God doesn't love them. I mean, I understand he doesn't approve of some of the choices that we make. He may not like some of the things that we're doing, but not once does he ever say that he does not love something or someone that he has created. But it's getting late, and I should probably be in bed or something. But I really had to get this off my chest because it was just gnawing at me all week since I read that email, and it's sad that people think that way. But I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I will also wish you a Happy Kwanzaa or a Happy Hanukkah. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas or any other holiday, then just have a happy weekend. But really think about that.